We're going to go ahead and do a reading specifically for twin flames, for the divine feminine, for the divine masculine, to see what is going on. Today we have a Mercury Cazimi. This is actually a Mercury retrograde Cazimi. This happens when Mercury meets at the heart of the sun. This is a powerful alignment as we're still navigating Mercury retrograde, which can bring a lot of confusion and mishaps. So when we have this Cazimi, it brings a moment of clarity. Pay attention to your thoughts today. Expect aha moments as things really begin to align and make sense. This is a place or a time where we should be aligning our energies, resting, recharging, and preparing for the new year as we're getting ready to wrap up this year. We are wrapping up this year. So pay attention as today's Cazimi is specifically bringing up whatever's going on in your relationships. Because this is Mercury retrograde, you might be revisiting past relationships, or things might be coming up to help you to heal and to release old baggage so that you can move forward anew. This is a powerful space for us to be setting intentions for the year ahead too. So we're still kind of navigating this Mercury retrograde. It can bring up things from the past, usually within yourself too. Yeah, it can bring people from your past up. Be mindful if it is divine feminine. We're going to start with a reading for you. Be mindful if it is for you too, because it's like usually something you need to revisit, heal, or just let go of more. Major cutting cords energy coming at us. So we're going to start with a reading first for the divine feminine. I wanted to get on here really quick and just pull some cards for you guys just to see what is going on. So we're going to start with a reading for the divine feminine first. Remember, this is just a general collective reading. So if you need a reading, do a one-on-one session with me on my website. I do the phone call reading option, which is really, really good if you're just needing some clarity or direction moving forward. I am an energy healer. I have a ton of healings, clearings, and activations on my website. Those will really, really help you with everything in your life. So I have tons of healings on there. I do energy work. I also do twin flame coaching, which is great for helping you through the process. I've designed that to specifically heal things that I see come up or triggered on the twin flame journey too. So I have all sorts of amazing things on my website. Make sure you're checking it out. If you need me, you just go ahead and book me on there. So let's start with a reading for the divine feminine first. What's going on for the divine feminine collective? Divine feminine, but divine masculine, if you're watching, direct messages from your divine feminine. I still see your smiling face in my mind's eye. This is a powerful energetic connection where even if you're apart, welcome to Earth, right? Even if you are apart at times, you're going to really feel and be able to tap in and tune into this connection or this person. You might have dreams of this person. You might just spend a lot of time thinking about them because you're connecting on the energy level or the astral level. Twin flames have the powerful ability to connect on a higher spiritual level, but also on that astral level. You're going to be feeling things and picking up on feelings or things about the situation, and you'll be picking up on things a little bit extra right now. Pay attention to your thoughts and where they're taking you right now. Now, we have a lot of Mercury retrograde, obviously energy in the air, but this is good for helping us to face and clear blocks. I know I always talk about that. So if you feel like you have challenges coming up specifically in your twin flame situation, that's normal. Like sometimes we have to move through things. It just kind of depends on where you're at in the process or what you're healing or what you're working on, and also what your twin flame is working on healing. We have to remember that we're two complete souls having our own spiritual experience. So you might be working on different lessons or have different things going on or coming up during this time. And this is important to kind of just work on your side of things, divine feminine. I started out the video saying this is like major cutting cords energy. One of the things that I see that can throw off union is outsider energies or even old karmic attachments in your energy field, cords, things you haven't resolved karmically. A lot of times these things can create barriers to union or blocks in union. So the more clear that you are and that your energy is, the more clear you are for connection. A lot of you guys have spent a lot of time working on your energy, we hope, and working on yourself, continuing to work on your energy. This is a great time to be releasing cords and outsider attachments right now. Now, you might have think you had, but you might have stuff from your past popping up, and this is okay. I feel it's so that you can heal aspects of yourself and to like reclaim lost aspects of yourself, to become more whole, to let go of things more thoroughly. If you have things from the past coming up, this can happen in cycles. It might be to clear a karmic cycle or to let go of something once and for all. This is really good energy to be cutting your cords. You can do that obviously through energy healing, meditation work, stuff like that. So really good energy for clearing cords and things like that from your energy field, Divine Feminine, right now. I miss looking into your eyes and into your soul. And you're gonna know this person by their eyes. Usually this is like connection to the soul when we see someone's eyes, right? You might have had a deep knowing of what color their eyes are, what they looked like. It might just be like when you stare at this person, you lose all track of time and space and get lost in your own little worlds. And this, I think these are the best type of connections too when we're dealing with twin flame. It just kind of depends. So usually you go through the soul knowing and recognition phase where it begins to activate things and bring things online, especially things from past lifetimes too. You're probably gonna know who this person is by, you know, their eyes. I see you in the face of strangers. You're always with me. You might see people that look like your twin flame or resemble your twin flame or like talk like your twin flame, or they just remind you of your twin flame in some type of way. This could be in real life, could be on television. You might be seeing little reminders of this person. And usually like what they look like, this can be really common. You see someone on the street, you think it's your twin flame, it's not. You're like, right? And things like that. So you might be seeing little reminders or people that remind you of your twin flame or even look like your twin flame. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship that you deserve. This is all about that self-work right now and continuing to work on yourself and becoming a better version of yourself. I think the best connections have us working on ourselves. We know karmic connections can pull us back, detour our spiritual path, or block us, or throw us off our path in some way. Twin flame union is the opposite. It's one of the type of connections, I'll say the one type of connection that has us doing that healing work and focusing on ourselves. The more that you focus on yourself, the more that you're going to shift into alignment. Sometimes when we're focusing on other people, even our twin flame a little too much, we're not in our highest alignment. These energies, as we're getting ready to wrap up the year, are all about shifting into a deeper alignment. So Mercury retrograde, shifting into a realignment right now with ourselves. You're being guided to work on yourself and to heal certain things, like to become a better version of yourself. I think that's so important right now, just working on your healing, staying focused on putting yourself back together, right? like putting yourself back together, your self-healing. That's why I have so many amazing healings. I've had a lot of people kind of asking me the past couple of days, so I'll put this in here. I have a lot of amazing healings on my website too. If you're just needing a recharge, boosting your energy, needing to heal something, check out those healings on my site. They're really going to help you with your spiritual awakening and your journey and things like that too. So twin flame is a connection that encourages us to heal things. And sometimes these things are triggered to the surface though. It can bring up hidden energies, old energies, negative energies. It can amplify our own insecurities and things we don't like about ourselves, or things we need to accept or integrate more, wounds, right? Especially wounds around love. So twin flame is all about clearing everything that isn't love and choosing this higher path of love with this person together and making this journey together with your twin flame at a certain point. Now, it just depends on where you're at. I always say separations are like heal yourself spaces, preparing for union, working towards union so that you can be as balanced as you can be, because it can be very, I want to say intense, very intense to bring this into balance. And things like that, but you're most certainly meant to shift into union. And when you are, healed, you're going to have an easier time with that too. So this is also a connection that it's not any different than the ascension work. I always say, like a lot of people are always complaining about the work they have to do. This is what your soul needs to ascend also. So twin flame tends to speed that up. It has you working on the same spiritual work that you need to be doing. This could be healing things, releasing old traumas, letting go of things. Especially if these are blocks to love or, fears around love, whatever it is. So lots of clearing coming up. Like I said, this is a really good time to be just doing a little bit of decluttering on your energy right now, clearing, and even like cord cutting work. Okay, some of this isn't for everyone, but some of you guys, you might have ghosting out of insecurity. And I saw this amazing thing about this, because usually it's because the other person, and you'll say, wait, if you've gone through this, not everyone has. It can be really, really common that your twin flame may have pulled back, might be ignoring you, avoiding you, or even downright said they don't want to be with you or ghosted you. Now, it just depends on where you're at with this. Usually it's because this person has you on a pedestal. You won't see it that way. and that they don't want you to see their own flaws and insecurities of the reasons why, but it could be other things too, okay? But I'm just saying one of the common underlying reasons for this, sometimes it's divine timing and you're just not meant to be together in that time. This can act as a catalyst for your awakening. I see a lot of people going through that too, where I think that it's important, Divine Feminine, that you're accepting whatever your situation is in this moment for what it is. Because I see a lot of people having challenges. That doesn't mean if you're not in union right now that you won't be. In fact, you know you're meant to come into union with your twin flame. You don't have to understand all the hows, whys, if that isn't reality yet. You know this is your person on a deep level, that you're being guided to kind of move through that work yourself too. This will help to open up things and shift things with your Divine Masculine too. So we have a lot of like self-healing, self-love, and healing your own insecurities so that they're not reflecting into the connection. I need to do some soul searching on my own. Some of you guys might be guided to like really work on yourself, find yourself. I was telling my twin flame this, I think yesterday, I said, I don't think you can really find yourself until you wake up. You have a lot of different roles and identities. We were talking about having that set core identity and finding who we are and being very, stable in it and things like that. So sometimes we go through a spiritual awakening that can challenge things like who we think we are, our identity, our ego, the core of who we are, our spiritual awakening, our healing journey. And I really find that you really probably come into the deepest alignment after you're awake and you've done this self-work. Your twin flame is here to help you, no matter what your situation looks like in the physical. They're here to help you with this process. And this could be also, people don't like this, pointing out ways you're not in alignment, showing you things you need to heal, mirroring things back that are issues, challenges, old energies you're holding on to, situations in your life that are not aligned with union. And it's about kind of moving through some of these things. You might be in a phase where you're doing some soul searching right now. We're in Mercury retrograde. It's a time of deep introspection and even reflection. I cannot move on from you even if I tried. Some of you guys, this is where you're needing to use that discernment too. Sorry, my cat. You're needing to use that discernment too of if you should stay, if you should go right now. Mercury retrograde is asking you to take a deeper look at your love life and your connections right now. And I think it's important that if you're guided to do this work on yourself, some of you guys are guided to kind of work on yourself during this space, especially after you've met your twin flame. You've met your twin flame, so you know they're out there, you know who they are, and to keep you on track. Some of you guys are being guided to just kind of work on yourself right now. The mirroring and what I was being shown just got too intense. And so this can be intense for both of you, as it can show you all of your good aspects that we love to project onto other people, but also the things we need to work on, which can be very intense for people. The mirroring that happens with twin flames. They're going to mirror and reflect back your energy state, flaws, things that you need to work on, your own traumas, whatever it is your twin flame has been showing you. And oftentimes I work with so many twin flames, and sometimes it doesn't become apparent until like maybe well into the union or working towards the union. You're like, oh, okay. And because at first you'll notice the things and you'll think they're separate than you. Pay attention to what your twin flame is showing you. They're helping you to do a deeper level of work. So with this Mercury Cazimi, it's amazing for things coming up from the subconscious. You're going to see things clearly and for what they are. This could be things you need to work on, or it could just be your situation and like kind of seeing things as they are right now. But this is powerful for helping you through the process. Pay attention to any spirit messages or guidance you're getting during this time, because our subconscious loves to show us we'll say messages or reflect messages back to us. This could be people, situations, feelings that are coming up during this Cazimi energy. This is like the one point of clarity that we have during the retrograde too. You've triggered such an intense emotions in me, and this is huge too. It's part of the cleansing. And usually you'll think things are going pretty good, and then it's like the purge, right? Or you might go through several. You are going to go through purging. You're going to go through energetic clearing. And this happens anyway with the ascension, but it accelerates with your twin flame. So twin flame can be an intense process that triggers a lot of emotions and a lot of emotional clearing fast. This is why things like doing those twin flame energy clearings on my website will help you when you're needing it. So you're not staying stuck in that energy, getting these emotions out, allowing them to flow through you, and doing things that are good for you. Some of you guys need to rest more, take care of your energy, as it can be an intense process that you go through on the twin flame journey. My soul recognizes yours and longs to be with you. Okay, so we have communication, and this is like opening up, receive and express the truth, and this is like getting open, sharing your feelings. We have Mercury retrograde. Things you can have misunderstandings of not understanding each other. We know that during Mercury retrograde. So needing to be clear on communication. When we deal with Mercury, it's actually our divine messenger planet, and it loves to bring us insights and things like that. So when it's retrograde, right, things can be a little bit hazy. You might notice your twin flame or you are feeling the need to pull back. But I think this energy is amazing for getting things done, like suddenly, right, today. Okay, you're gonna notice that you might be getting a burst of energy when we deal with Casimis. You might get motivated, or you might be just guided to work on certain things or certain projects. Some of you guys are gonna get an apology, or you owe your twin flame an apology. This is forgiveness through mutual understandings. You need to release any karma or any other karmic outside situations in your life through love and forgiveness. Doesn't mean that you're meant to stay in toxicity. I'm not advocating for that, but I am saying that in order to release karmic ties and attachments, that you might want to do a little bit of I talked about a cleanse right now with this Cazimi energy. So you're being guided to release past energies, and especially any stagnant, blocks, stuck energies, through finding love and forgiveness. This is a twin flame reading, so it might even be with your twin flame of things that have happened, or even karmic blocks you might have had to come into with them. Okay, success, it's your time to shine. Success from what you pour your heart into, opening your heart and pouring your energy, being mindful of what you're pouring your energy into, making sure it's pouring into you back, especially Divine Feminine right now. A lot of you guys have had a lot of toxic situations in your life that have taught you a lot of important lessons that you couldn't bypass, but you're learning also that you need reciprocated energy, like this one-sided stuff, I know. So you're clearing a lot of connections that haven't been good for you over the course of your lifetime. Some of these might have been like karmic, parasitic, vampiric, right? And things like that, where you were always doing everything and getting very little back, and it was taking a toll on your energy. Time to rest, recharge, and refuel. Time to refill your own cup right now. This might be focusing on yourself right now, pulling back from connections or situations that you know aren't good for your energy or aren't good for you. These things are coming up right now with Mercury retrograde. You're getting a lot of strength, and you're tapping into who you are right now. And so you've learned a lot in this lifetime, this course of lessons that you're on. Make sure that you're staying focused on that. Be open to change. Be receptive to new experiences. Change leads to growth. And so we're going through a lot of soul growth fast. Just stay open to making, whether this is changes you're being guided to make in your life, or changing your situation, or the work that needs to be done. This will lead to more relationship harmony. We want to have a lasting, beautiful, harmonious union and things like that. A lot of you guys are trying to take a lot of toxicity, whether in your life or situations, into twin flame union. It doesn't work. It will push you apart. Those type of energies. So you're having to stay in that frequency first by yourself and learning how to bring that into the twin flame union. So make sure you're staying in a higher frequency and staying anchored into your highest frequency right now, staying in that divine light, cultivating those divine qualities, awakened creativity. We have this Cazimi energy, and it's amazing for getting a lot of insight and even inspiration and creative energies right now. You might be getting really good ideas, aha moments, or just kind of guidance on where you're going. We have past life experiences coming up, and most karmic situations in our life have been. And so sometimes we're being guided to clear the karmic cycles of choosing, to start over anew. This is a really good time to look at this like a Cazimi as a cosmic reset. It helps to move us forward, but some of you guys are still healing from past situations that were quite karmic, or even past life situations. And this is a twin flame reading, so oftentimes you in your twin flame might have even shared some type of past life karma that was coming up for clearing or for healing. Just be mindful of any narratives that have played out with your twin flame. They're here to help you out of, or to free you from karmic cycles too, whatever did transpire. Your authentic vibration, we talked about staying in that higher frequency and staying in the highest frequency possible. We have really good, this is my favorite twin flame card. It's Four of Wands, and this is always my reunion, coming home. It could be like literally living together, or just coming into that reunion and union. You know this is your twin flame. You know how this goes, but a lot of you guys question that, and right there, they're questioning negativity, negative beliefs. We went into that yesterday. They're going to continue to come up if they're there, and it's going to continue to trigger them in some type of way, so that you can reassess your beliefs and realign them or align them with union too. So we have a lot of powerful energies coming up in this. Know that this is a powerful connection. You feel the love of it, right? You know you're supported. You know you're being guided through this process. So this is always a really positive message. So I have my Ace of Wands, but it's in reverse. And usually it's when we deal with the aces or new beginning energy, but some of you guys might be focusing disappointments along the way, delays and setbacks. These are always the blocks coming up. So some of you guys might feel like you're not very motivated. You're just not feeling like doing a lot. Welcome to Mars retrograde, even though it's a little early. We're in that pre-shadow, right? But it's meant to help us to clear out a lot of blocks between now and the new year and things like that, and show you the ways you might be holding yourself back on the energy level. We talked about releasing karmic ties, attachments, and clearing cords that might be draining your energy and holding you back or affecting your healing or even your journey here on earth or in life too. So you're being guided to really pay attention to your energy and what you're putting your energy into. We have the sun, and so as your frequency is rising, you're becoming very magnetic, but everything isn't for you. And so it's important that you're using discernment right now. So you're very magnetic right now, especially in the twin flame energy. You're going to be drawing a lot of people to you. Suddenly people want to be around you. You're glowing, you're shining when you're in that twin flame vibe, right? And you may or may not understand this, but you're becoming much more magnetic energetically as you're doing that healing work. This is a good thing. We talked about becoming successful and magnetic to your endeavors, projects, getting more opportunity, becoming successful through harnessing this energy and kind of working on your own healing and things like that. But we do have challenges that have come up. We have my Five of Swords in reverse, and this is this is something that's come up. You might be facing blocks and obstacles. I have a really good twin flame block clearings, probably several, I hope, on my website. Like if you flip through the twin flame healing section and things like that. So oftentimes we have blocks that were already there and they become blocks in our twin flame connection because we need to clear them and things like that. So I do have really good clearings, block healing, things like that on my website. Okay, so we have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And usually this is like my twin flame, but working together card. There might be this might be past mistakes that are still affecting you karmically, or you're not seeing that mutual effort and things like that. You might be struggling materially, because this is usually when you're doing good. It's like you and your twin flame working together and flowing and having a lot of ideas. There's a block here, like they might not be working well with you or vice versa. Or something like that. So we do have a couple blocks that are coming up that need to be cleared within this connection that might be affecting the overall union, or even you guys coming together, or how you're working together. We're going to do a quick reading for the Divine Masculine just to see what's going on. Make sure you guys are checking out my website. I know I have activations up for today, tomorrow, and Saturday, and then I'm going to put some more stuff up Sunday. And that'll be the 12/12 after that. And the month goes very fast because we have the 12/12, and of course we have the solstice, and we're going to start to really feel those energies of the solstice too. So this is a powerful month for helping to take us into the new year. It goes quite fast, especially with the holidays and things like that. Okay, so Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine if you're watching. So Divine Masculine Collective, Divine Feminine if you're watching. Direct messages from your masculine. I love you, but I'm afraid to reach out and have you reject me. This person's already in love with you. They know that. Usually sometimes it's love at first sight. Sometimes it's not. And I know a lot of twin flames that have been around each other and it wasn't time. And it's like they noticed that each other. They were always around, right? Or you go on. A lot of times twin flames can meet young age, and you go on and you have families with other people and you come back together later in life. Or they were always around. They were your so-and-so friend and whatever, but you never looked at them in that way, or, you know what I mean? And all different situations that can transpire, because if it isn't time yet, right? Something activates when it's time. But most of the time, twin flames have a very strong magnetic connection. It's much different than karmics, where it's usually a very fast whirlwind, and then you notice, this isn't the person. but twin flame's different, right? And it really builds on that. But oftentimes there's a strong magnetic charge right off the bat. It just kind of depends. This person's in love with you. This masculine is in love with the feminine, and they know that. It's easier being with someone from my world. This isn't for everyone, but sometimes people are struggling. I see with a lot of karmic situations. I was reminding people they call them karmics for a reason. And I can always tell by how they end at the end, usually. Like, okay, I know, like usually it's great at first with the karmics, but usually it gets quite yucky ending and things like that. It just depends. So you can really tell and like see, okay, so not for everyone, but you or your twin flame may be dealing with either karmic or karmic situations. This can be common too, especially, sometimes we like to plan out our life really young. No, I'm kidding. I didn't think we know our whole life mapped out. And it's like, surprise, your twin flame comes in, right? Oftentimes you don't see them coming or you didn't expect them. Yes, some of these situations might be involving karmic or even just karmic cycles or karmic situations that need to be wrapped up, we'll say. There's so much unspoken between us. I need to tell you how I really feel. This masculine might be struggling with how they feel or expressing that to their divine feminine, or maybe they're really opening up a lot yet. So sometimes we get a lot of clarity about how we feel with Mercury retrograde, especially this Mercury retrograde cazimi. And so it should put your feelings into focus and you should get more clear on how you feel about things, but also needing to express that to their divine feminine. I'm in love with you and I'm ready to take action. I want to build a life with you. And so once again, we have a lot of powerful messages about being in love with you. They want to really be together, like union, build a life together, build a lasting union. And this masculine has a lot of hopes and dreams and things they want to bring through too with their divine feminine. And so they know this. They've gotten a lot of, for whoever this masculine is, whether it's feminine watching and tuning into their masculine for messages or a divine masculine watching about you, you've been getting, this person, this masculine has been getting a lot of clarity lately about their life, soul searching and what they want to do with it, involving the divine feminine. It's always been you. I don't know how to tell you the truth. I want a new beginning. We're going to see some major, thank God, right? New beginning vibes as we're going into 2025. This is our year. We've been doing a lot of work and building foundations and, ascension and spiritual awakening and healing. And it just depends on where you're at in your unique journey. But for whoever's watching this, this is going to be a really good year of new beginnings. And like maybe for some that's like you've been in separation or you've been working towards union. You'll be coming into union if you're doing that work required to clear whatever's keeping you apart and to heal it. Or you're in union and like taking these to higher levels, starting over, bringing new energy, new intentions, new manifestations, and all this new energy into it too. I worry that you've moved on and this is all in my head. Is it? And do you still think about me? So if you guys are apart, this person stresses about it too, worries about it. So I remember last year, and I think I'm only mentioning it because I think it's going to repeat a little bit. And so it was like stuff started so fast. It felt so slow. And everything was starting to move very fast at first. And I feel like 2025 is going to be like that too. As we get into the solstice, it's really going to move fast. Some of the astrology and the energies. I didn't feel good enough for you and I knew I had more work to do. This person, self-esteem, confidence, working on themselves, they didn't feel ready or good enough or could have had situations holding them back or even internally. I love this. Our destinies are intertwined. These are my deck on my site that I love. Right? Okay, anyways, our destinies are intertwined. I was explaining this like you have your own separate paths that you walk, but you touch places with the people you learn with. And twin flame is a powerful connection because it isn't just in one lifetime. Sometimes we might do a karmic contract with someone and that's it. I know, and it's over. It's a wrap. You've completed whatever was owed out or whatever lessons you need. But with twin flame, it's different. There's going to be these points where you cross in every life, across many lifetimes, we'll say, across many lifetimes. And this one is very, very important for trying to come into union. And I feel that's because the ascension of planet Earth happening and our souls and things like that. So your paths are intertwined. Even if you've gone into separation, they will cross again. You need to heal how you're seeing things. A shift in perspective is needed. So needing to clear out negative beliefs and change how you're seeing things. I say to reframe to people all the time. This separation is temporary. Please be patient with me. I have past family stuff I'm trying to heal. You've triggered a lot of inner child healing for me and it brought up a lot of inner child wounds in me. So we have a lot of wounds that we carry from childhood that we're all trying to deal with, process, and heal. And so this masculine is too. Okay, denial, failure to accept a situation, unhealthy cycles or addictions. I see this a lot too. And this could be unhealthy patterns, behaviors, addictions, just the things that you need to work on healing. It could just be needing to get healthy, take better care of yourself. It could be actual things like that we know aren't good for you, right? And stuff like that. Being guided to really work on yourself and clear anything that isn't good for you that you need to heal within yourself, divine masculine. We have manifestation, law of attraction. Your thoughts become things. Your thoughts are affecting this situation in this union more than you know. Stay positive when you are. You're helping your divine feminine. I know a lot of the masculines that are scripting like narratives, the futures they want, putting it out there. It's helping. It really is helping you both to get there, and it's helping to shift things within the union in a good way too. So stay positive about the stories you're telling yourself, the intentions you're putting out there, and what you're telling yourself with these narratives. Dedication. Stay dedicated to your goals, efforts that will reap success. So stay focused on your goals right now. This is an amazing energy for, unfortunately, getting things done, like in your life. It could be errands, things you need to wrap up. Could be, I say wrap up like Christmas. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, things you need to tie up, loose ends, things you're doing, errands, you know, like masculines getting things done, whether it's like fixing your car, oil change, whatever, right? It's like little projects coming up for the masculine. Moving on, endings that bring healthy beginnings. You're being guided to release the dead energy and old cycles from your life, knowing this will open up and take you to a higher frequency. It's all about resonance right now and just shifting into these higher vibrations. Creativity, have fun and express yourself in new ways. So we have a lot of creative energy right now, whether this is getting inspiration, new ideas, or even just within your union, what you're manifesting. Divine light work, you're being guided to make the planet a better place. I think one of the best ways we can do that is to embody these divine qualities. Yes, being more loving, compassionate, peaceful in everything, and just kind of becoming better people. This is some of the best things that we can do for your ascension path. So you know that you're ascending and working on that ascension. We want to level up. And so we know that that can help us a lot. Raising your frequency. Okay, open your psychic senses. You're being guided to work with your third eye. Pay attention to your thoughts, things that are coming through. This could be messages from your spirit guides, tapping into the spiritual realms and dimensions. Working with your third eye energy is powerful. Doing some type of third eye activation work is always amazing. I have tons of those on my website. Working with your chakras specifically is coming up though too. So make sure that you're keeping your chakras clear, because we have cleanse and shield your energy. Yeah, I said this is major cord cutting. Clear your energy, open up your chakras, align your chakras. Time to get aligned, time to clear the old energy out, so we can go into the new year anew. So it's a good time if you just want to do like an energy clearing or decluttering too. Okay, we have the devil in reverse, and this is more like attachments. You might be really obsessed or addicted to this connection, you know, like thinking about them all the time. You're in love, you're like really obsessed with this person, but some of you guys are being guided to detach and really work on yourself and to free yourself from attachment and things like that. This is what awakening teaches us, to kind of detach and work on ourselves, whether this is from the material, things not serving us like addictions or things bad for us, being guided to heal any of this kind of stuff, because you're healing from past heartbreak. We have the Three of Swords in reverse, and this could be third-party situations. Some of you may be with a karmic, or your flame might be, or it might not be time yet and you're working towards it, or this just can be healing from past heartbreak and things like that. Or you could just be going through a hard situation that's taken a toll on your heart chakra. Separation is really powerful for not being great for your heart chakra, right? Or slow coming into union, or whatever it is. Trust your path, trust the process. Healing your heart chakra. We talked about healing your chakras right now. Letting go of the old. You're going to see a lot of movement very fast. We just talked about that going into 2025, things moving fast. And I mean with your twin flame situation. So if it's been slow, not a lot of communication, things are really going to open up, and you're going to see a lot very, very fast. That's my like hanging out for the weekend kind of card too. You guys might be getting together in person, seeing each other, spending some time together. Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Make sure you're not giving up on your situation too soon. Some of you guys are impatient even though you're manifesting, because this is like my manifesting card, and it's like staying focused on the manifestations. And I mean with your union, whether you're manifesting union and you're not in it, or you're in union and you're manifesting things in that union. So Eight of Pentacles, make sure you're putting in the work. Some of you guys are like, you're not focusing hard enough, you're losing opportunity, you're letting this situation pass you by within the union. Make sure you're staying focused on this. We have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you guys are holding on to people, things, and situations or past issues. This is my Mercury retrograde card, right? Clearing out your closet energetically. And so this is like needing to let go of things. This could be control over the situation, because we know with twin flame, usually it doesn't go that way. It just depends. It could be past energies, things that you're holding on to that might be blocking union. Usually this is just the inner work, things within you, like nothing in your life now, but everything you've already been through. And it's like healing from some of this stuff too, because, you know, things affect us. Our lives affect us. Trauma affects us. Old energies, relationships, it affects and changes us, but you might be holding on to things on the energy level. So like this cards are talking about, doing a good energy clearing will help you, especially if you're not happy because some of the other cards around it with your situation or how things are progressing, or are feeling frustrated or impatient with things. Do a good energy clearing anyway, especially as we're getting ready to go into 2025. It'll really help you to feel better and move into those new energies feeling good. Okay, I'm going on that note anyways. Have a beautiful day. If you need me, just go ahead and book me on my website, sparksofdivinelighealing.com. I'm going to be around. I'm always around anyway, but I'm going to be around the next couple of days doing healing sessions if you guys need it. Of course, I do readings on there. I have a whole twin flame section too if you need to book anything on there. Have a beautiful day. Also check out my twin flame coaching and have a beautiful rest of your day.